Well, Somalia's new parliament begins its work Monday as the country moves closer to completing a complex plan to establish a stable, permanent government. A selection committee has named 211 lawmakers for the 275-seat body, but officials say that is enough for the parliament to convene. Monday is the deadline for the election of a Speaker of Parliament and a President under a United Nations-backed roadmap to end the country's 8-year transitional government.
Yes, this is the turning point of Somalia. It's a defining moment. We are going to decide on the way forward after almost 22 years of statelessness. The question is the process that has been going on for the past couple of months. It has some weaknesses, of course. We can imagine after 22 years, after 12 years of transition, we do not expect that things will be perfect, but at least there is a change now going on.
About 24 candidates are running for president. United Nations officials and international partners issued a joint statement Sunday saying Somalia has an unprecedented opportunity for greater peace and stability. Last month, an 825-member constituent assembly passed a new provisional constitution. The transitional federal government has been unable to assert power and bring stability to the fractured country because of chronic infighting. Now, VOA's Somali service has been following the news from Mogadishu very closely, and senior editor Harun Maruf joins us now with the details and perspectives. Welcome, Harun.
Thank you.
So, the parliament has been sworn in, including the member of parliament. How significant is this really for Somalia today?
It's really very significant. It will be the first time that the institutions of Somali government are meeting in Mogadishu. And it will be the first time for 20 years that the Somalis really are carrying out this important task in their own country. Before, we had the last government was established in Djibouti, the one before that in Nairobi, the one before that in Addis Ababa. So this is a landmark achievement that the Somali army and as well as the African Union troops have been able to secure the security of Mogadishu and within 40 kilometers around Mogadishu. This is a big achievement for them.
And beyond the security issue, it also means that there's been some level of understanding, because there used to be a lot of infighting that could have also hampered this development.
Yeah, that's also very significant that Somalis are competing fairly without violence. Before, I remember in 2000, when the Somali government, the transnational government was established in Djibouti, it came back to Mogadishu. And immediately clans were competing who is going to protect the government. There was a lot of shooting. But today that doesn't exist. Yeah, there's a lot of competition, and although there are a lot of weaknesses, but still there is no tendency to violence. So that's another improvement.
And I can just see from the smile on your face that this is a really personal moment too. Moving on to the issue of the president, the parliament was supposed to also select a president. They did not. Why not, and when can this be expected?
The important organ of this formal government is going to be constitutional federal institutions are going to be in place from now on. The important organ is the parliament. The parliament will have to be completed 275. Today, 211 were sworn in. The rest will have to be completed in the next few days. On the 27th, the parliament will elect a speaker and deputies. And as they agreed based on the roadmap, the president will have to be the final act of the parliament. So what they will do is they will appoint an electoral commission for the president. The candidates will have to speak before the parliament, and then there are a number of people who are competing for the post.
There are a number of people, including the current president, Sheikh Ahmed, the current prime minister, Abdiweli Mohammed Ali. There's also the former prime minister. There's also the speaker of parliament. Who is the likely candidate who's going to win?
There are several favorites. The current president is a leading favorite, and after him is the former Prime Minister Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo. Some people believe that he is really very strong contender. If the elections were held today and the president was elected by people, many people believe he would have been the favorite.
Farmajo. Not Sheikh Sharif.
Not Sheikh Sharif, Farmajo. He has got a lot of popularity and he's a populist guy. But after him, there is a Speaker of the Parliament who is a very great power broker within the parliament. So there are a lot of contenders, but it will go through different phases. If the first phase, the person will have to get 2/3 of the parliament. If nobody gets 2/3 of the parliament, it will move on to the next phase, and so on until somebody wins 2/3 of the parliament.
Before you go quickly, Somalis themselves are not voting. Parliament will vote. Are many okay with this?
It's the only alternative to direct election, because the security situation is not permitting people to vote directly for the leadership. So the alternative is that clan elders who are representing different regions have elected these members of the parliament. And the hope and the international community, the Somalis, are confident that these are representing the areas from different regions of the country, including Somaliland, including Puntland, including areas controlled by Al-Shabaab. So that is the best alternative, and it's the only viable option we have now.
Well, wonderful. Hopefully you'll be back to give us some more update as the presidency is, more possible. That's Harun Maruf, senior editor of VOA's Somali service, who joins us here on In Focus.